As a historian wannabe, I wanted to create a history. I'm here as a graduate student at Tokyo Institute of Technology, and ambitiously dreaming of making a page of history. What I mean by saying history is not history. It is a long time scale. The long time scale of human passion, hopes, and dreams. Of course, all numbers, discoveries, innovation mattered in history. But I'm more interested in where these historical facts are coming from. Love, passion, dreams, hopes. These are the most significant propellants in the human history, I believe. One day at the English class, our teacher taught us how important to trust our own voice. Our teacher said, well, you must have your love, passion, dreams, and hopes inside of you. Trust them as strongly as you can so that you can make a difference. In a class, we read a few famous literature from mid-19th century and post-war. We had a debate, we had a presentation every day. For the intensive 10 days, students speak and share what they believe that they're passionate on. Supposedly, we are full of ambition and hopes. So, in order to what sleeps in our minds, we try to dare to break out of the comfort zone and to share what you really feel that you're passionate on. It was good practice to me to speak for myself and also to make my history. I can start to recognize myself, the path of my passion, so that I can start delineating my history. Looking back, what I learned and what I noticed from the English course, despite the difference to the person, we are good kids. Means we are good kids that we can be hoping a good future. We can be dreaming of great innovation, human advancement in the science and technology. And also, we are young and ambitious enough to do these imaginary activities as well. So, therefore, by training to trust and share your own voice, you can start to make a difference in the world. That makes a lot of sense to me, and eventually I found this course was very interesting and encouraging me to follow my passion. So, I think everyone here has the passion and hopes. But in a way to look at it, it's more like natural and self-evident that we ought to pursue our own happiness. And eventually, we ended up hardly discussing on the matter that much. The matter is, why do you want to be happy? Are you really passionate on what we say that we are passionate on? I encountered these fundamental questions while I went to and visited the disaster area in Tohoku, the north part of Japan. We all are the group of Tokyo Tech students. We worked as a volunteer to have a workshop with a local. It was shocking. It was not very shocking. It's brutally shocking. I found now the local people we met has a full of members of their families, relatives, and neighbors. There was a big gap in my way of understanding and in the locals. Well, of course, they didn't say so, but in fact, they are impressively strong, and mentally stronger than I am, definitely. But they don't live happy. They really don't. I actually tried to plan to be cited by them, but I simply couldn't figure out how to accept the brutal reality. Facing the local people and the experience, and knowing that natural disaster had disrupted everything, what they love, what they hoped, what they dream of in their future. This visit made an impression on me. Impression is that we never know each of our lives, when each of our lives come to an end. Nobody is able to tell how long that all of these assumptions that we today have will possibly last. So I started to realize myself, and I should be true to myself immediately. So I started to rethink about myself. I asked myself such a question that, am I sure that I want to create a history? Or do I really want to achieve what I said I'm passionate and what my goal, as I previously said in the English class? And always just allowing me to answer that I said, hopefully. Well, hopefully means that, well, tomorrow will take care of itself. So I'm hoping my passion will take me the right place someday. So I started to realize that I need to change. I've got to do something. Instead of saying hopefully, I've got to do something. I've got to show something. I've got to change the attitude towards my life, fundamentally, because my life is limited. The touching and the visiting the brutal reality that I said that the local people in the north part of Japan was facing has pushed me to find what's really important to me. However, it's tough to change our mindset. Self-transformation never comes easy. So I was just wondering to find myself. But interestingly, once in a lifetime, when you put outside at least just only one step, you'll have a new great encounter is waiting for you. So my encounter was a movie called Dead Poet Society. For those of you who know this movie, its Japanese title is The Seize the Day. I saw this movie in the movie shelf in the rental shop at STeLA. I thought it was like horror or something, because it said Dead Poet. But eventually it turned out that I had never had this amount of inspiration and impression from one single movie. So Mr. Keating, the English teacher, he's the English teacher. And what he said in the movie was so phenomenal and enlightening to me. Such as, feel invincible, carpe diem, the world is your oyster. No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world. You must strive to find your own voice. The longer you wait to begin new, the less likely you'll find it at all. Most men lead their lives in a quiet desperation. I thought these phrases are so much empowering me. Most of these phrases are coming from the quotes and the poetries. And I also think that all of these phrases are touching upon the very fundamentals of ourselves, that how we see ourselves as a part of our world. All of these phrases are liberating humans, liberating us in a sense that we realize freedom. Mr. Keating also said that in order to make a difference, you must strive to find your own voice. Striving doesn't mean that you wait until it's coming. So in order to strive, we got to become proactive. Not just letting things happen. It's like, I'll take initiative in church. Reactive mindset is not going to work to find your own voice. So this movie has pushed my back to strive, to believe no matter what my voice is, it's worth a great deal. I guess all of us and many of us are living with many ideas. I too have some ideas that I wanted to try out. For example, ever since I took an English course, my classes asked me to teach English. Some of my friends I got to know of asked me to teach Japanese history. Even others said that, well, Shingo, how can I get that sparkles in your eyes? I don't know. Well, whenever my friends requested me, I always answer like, all right, it'll be fun. Let me think first. I knew that I was definitely interested. I was interested in it. I knew that it's going to be a great opportunity to take and accept and do what they say, because I love learning as well as teaching. And also, I'm a strong believer that education is a fundamental power of humans. But by just saying that it'd be great, and I just let me think first, I somehow read my life in a quiet desperation. I just couldn't say, yes, what do you exactly want me to do for you? I just couldn't say that. I'm such a bad social servant. So after a while, I watched the Dead Poet Society. I started to have my little revolution. I quit thinking. I started to make up my mind that inadvertently execute what I wanted to do right now, because the now will not be now, right? So I literally seized my passion and hopes that on that day, and I started to do things on that. As far as I remember, I was alone and I was kind of tipsy, and I started to create a Facebook page. All my intentions that I had was, of course, to teach English, I need to touch some theme of English, and also somewhat historical. But in order to sail to the ocean with my whole voice and passion, I need to say that I want to create a history. This is my whole intention. This is my motivation. To add on that with my friends, these friends, by fully leveraging our own voices. Period. And also it's not like serving me and you to try to speak better English. But I just dare to declare to say that, well, let us serve the entire human race together. I believe that English is a great tool. Could be a great tool to connect the rest of the world so that we can start to make a difference. Not only making a difference, but also we'll be ultimately able to create not just Facebook page, but also create a new page of human history. It is we that proactively take initiatives and church of changing the future. Just to give an idea that what we did at the seminarium, we have entertained these kind of participants so far. We try to read a book, something to read, and we try to invite speakers who has been working and touching upon the theme, and also dedicate their life through that. To just give you an idea, after we read the book written by Thomas Kuhn, The Structure of Scientific Revolution, we invited a professor who has experienced in the IT industry, and he explained his perspective on the paradigm shift from his own personal story. And the other example was that after we read the book written by Inazo Nitobe, Bushido, if you know, we invited a Japanese artisan, not Japanese artisan, an artisan who is an American, So as you probably noticed my introduction, that we don't just read a book. We invite some speakers to see and face the human passion, hopes, and dreams from the speakers. Because I know that the real narratives from the humans can be a life-change agent to anybody. Also, we held a public event called Celebrate Hopes, which was designed not to just share your ideas or thoughts, but to celebrate, congratulate with the great bodies. So, having made up my mind, aside from that fact that I came this far, I can now see myself no longer hopefully mindset. I can tell the benefit of my voice. I can put it this way. While I was working and looking for my voice, I found one significant cornerstone. That was, I was not alone myself. As I explained my history, shown that I appreciate encounters. Encounters with people, ideas, words. That is to say, again, love, passion, hopes, and dreams. I myself was just a catalyst. My encounters, just describe my whole history. And so it shall be. I have love and my passion. But if my love and passion were not serving others, and also if my love and passion didn't care and go out for the future that we humans commonly share, I couldn't have been here and now. Lastly, I'd like to invite one dead poet, whose name is Alfred Rose Tennyson. To appreciate poetry, I'd like you guys to not just think, feel. Come, my friends. This is not too late. This is not too late to seek a new world, to sail beyond the sunset of all the bases of Western stars until I die. And though we are not now the strengths which in old days moved earth and heavens, in which we are. One equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, not to yield. This is Japanese translations. We could move the whole earth if we choose to do so. So dare to strive, to seek, and find. And I'd like you guys to give your voice a chance to fly. So will remain the benefit in your hands. Thank you so much.